To one of our top stories of the day, the corruption trial of Jacob Zuma and French arms company Thales has been postponed to the 1st of August, pending Zuma's reconsideration application. Our senior politics reporter, Ziyanda Ngcobo, is following the story for us and joins us live. Ziyanda, good morning. That seems like the summary of that outcome. Talk to us about what transpired in court this morning.
Well, certainly, Hugo, it would seem that until the 1st of August, we won't be coming back to this court, and that's because they're waiting for the outcomes of that reconsideration application, but they're also giving space and time to the former president if he then wants to file leave to appeal with the Constitutional Court. So in terms of how long it takes to file this application and the court to respond, that's why this date has been set down for the 1st of August. If by then the reconsideration application outcome has been handed down, this matter will stand down for another 2 weeks to allow for both the state and the defense to round up their witnesses and get their house in order. And the trial will start from the 15th of August, where we'll then finally, hopefully, get some finality. But someone who has been here in court and representing the former president as one, Mzwanele Manyi, I think the judge has been fair in terms of giving you dates that will probably make sense to give you enough time to ventilate your issues within the legal system, isn't it?
Yeah, no, most definitely. And in fact, this time will also give us enough time to finish with the Stalingrad tactics of the NPA, because we are very clear that the NPA is busy with the Stalingrad. Since 11 of April, that we've been waiting for the certificate of non-prosecution so that Downer can officially be accused, number one. The NPA has been doing dilly-dallying and all of that. It's just a one-pager. Why is it so difficult? So we hope that by the 1st of August, when that time comes, then at least the NPA would have done the right thing, and by that time Downer would really be an accused, number one. In that case.
Mr. Manyi, what the court has also said, basically, they've given you enough time to even consider if you will go to the Constitutional Court. If the Constitutional Court upholds what all the other lower courts have said with regards to Downer's title to prosecute, in other words, that he will be the lead prosecutor, what then will happen on the 1st of August?
No, look, I think the 1st of August is also based on all kinds of hopeful thinking. That one hopeful thinking, number one, is that there would be a decision from the SCA. That's hopeful decision number one. Hopeful decision number two is that the SCA would probably dismiss again and all of that. Hopeful number three is that even the Constitutional Court might even refuse to hear us as it were. So those are all the assumptions that are informing this 1st of August date, which, if you look at it, are actually worrisome assumptions in the first instance, although they look reasonable, but the underlying assumptions on this, they are all negative, as it were. But be that as it may, we'll cross the bridge when we get to it.
So in other words, if this matter goes ahead, you've got two terms that have been set down. It's 15 August until 16 September and then 7 November to 2 December. Will you be ready if this matter by force, by fire goes ahead?
Well, I think there are quite a few people that that question applies to. Will the NPA be ready? Because by that time, Downer will be accused, number one. At that time. So if the NPA is also happy to go with whoever it would be, then it should be fine. So indeed, with everything going according to all the negative assumptions, then 1st of August is the date. So we hope then that the negative assumptions play in one way or the other, and then we know where we are. Right now, it's really too many ifs here. Because what happens, for instance, if the Supreme Court of Appeal does the right thing, and the right thing would be to rule in our favor, then what happens, and all of that. So I think it is very important for South Africa to always err on the side of caution, and the side of caution is not the one that just assumes that we lose. part of the assumption must be what happens if we win. So then where does that leave us? So we also have that to put in the mix. So we don't know which really is going to happen.
But if you win, then it means then the former president will finally, as he's always wanted, have his day in court. So I'm saying to you, will you be ready? He's been wanting it. And what kind of people, if you can tell us, is he hoping to call to the stand to defend this case?
I think that would be a great day. President Zuma is looking forward to that day. In particular, I mean, what South Africa is not aware of right now is that as we speak here and now, on the indictment sheet of President Zuma, we're only talking about 4 million. So this excitement by the whole country is actually a misguided excitement to say we're going to get to the bottom of this. The real culprits are not even in the space. So for President Zuma to take the stand, hopefully, we're going to talk about the billions that Delil spoke about in Parliament. Those are the billions that people should be worried about. President Zuma is a small fry in this scheme of things. Yeah? His issue is I beg your pardon?
I'm saying even 4 million counts, it doesn't matter the amount.
No, it's just a louse allegation which is not even linked to any particular contract. You see, you should be able to be in a position that says, here is 4 million on the table, here is this contract that you enabled and all of that. None of that is on the table. It's just wishy-washy story that has been put here by the NPA, which President Zuma will easily respond to. But I'm trying to say to you today, the key issue here are the billions of rands that were squandered somehow in the arms deal, and the beneficiaries of those billions is not President Zuma. So this case must focus on who are the real beneficiaries of these billions. It's not President Zuma. So we're looking forward to that day. In that 4 million, by the way, part of what is included are just things like car wash bills that are part of this thing, dry clean, that is part of this thing. It does because it's happened over years. So when you think it's 4 million, the impression is given that a chunk went in. No, it's just a collation of rats and mice over years. It comes to that amount. But none of that, President Zuma will make the case here that none of that is corruption related.
All right, so that's Mzwanele Manyi. He speaks on behalf of the Jacob Zuma Foundation. You'd have heard him say, still maintaining that the former president is ready to have his day in court. Hugo?
Ziyanda, thank you very much. Interestingly, those suggestions of an expose by the president, or certainly his team, should he get back in court from that discussion you've just had?
Certainly, Hugo, you would have heard exactly what Mzwanele Manyi said. I don't think I need to repeat it. Basically saying that, this is going to be an opportunity for the former president to give his side of the story.
Our senior politics reporter coming to us from Pietermaritzburg.